Welcome back to Resident Evil 3 Remake in first person. Big news, Resident Evil 9 got revealed at Summer Games Fest the other day, and I gotta say, it looks amazing. Freaking going back to Raccoon City where it all really kind of began, and that's awesome. I love that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna... Oh,
Morning, sunshine.
put up Tyrell.
You saved my life.
I sure as shit didn't. That was all Carlos. He carried you here and he treated you himself, crazy bastard.
Where is he?
He went underground. Bard stockpiled the vaccine, enough to give this city some hope.
He thinks he can do this by himself. I'm going after him.
Wait, did you see the broadcast? They're gonna blow the city sky high. I'm trying to get a hold of someone, anyone with the clearance to stop it. Leave this mess to him. He's a professional.
So am I.
Damn straight, Tyrell. Anyways, that shot of the city, I'm gonna put it right here on the screen so you can see it. That was absolutely awesome. I didn't realize what it was at first because you know they freaking baited us saying like, oh yeah, nope, no Resident Evil here. It'll be later, and then it was later, but like in the show later. Damn you, Capcom. Oh, but yes, it looked awesome. Seeing the freaking crater that was made. And they probably retconned the fact that I think Raccoon City was completely wiped off the map. That's my idea of it. But ever since Outbreak, yeah, Umbrella has been testing stuff in the ruins of Raccoon City. So, really, what the heck? What have they been doing there? I think it has something to do with like the T-Virus. So if we're going back to the T-Virus after all these years, that is going to be absolutely crazy. Alright? Like, holy hell. I never thought the T-Virus would make a comeback like that, but if it is the T-Virus, but it's been, like, slumbering for years and years, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, this is literally just gonna be me running around, grabbing stuff, yapping about the new game. It's called Requiem. I googled it. But also their little line says, Requiem for the Dead, Nightmare for the Living. Oh. Bitch. Bitch. Okay. So much easier to fight those guys with the shotgun than Carlos's SM or assault rifle. Yeah, man. It was crazy to see that. I didn't expect it. Like, I didn't think they were going to show it. And at first I thought I was like, yep, there it is. Because freaking they baited us. But I was pleasantly surprised. I was throwing cheeks and everything. Get that on my way out. Yes. Like, I wonder how... I know the RPD is there. They showed it in the trailer. Blew my fucking mind. But, like, I wonder what else they're gonna show. Like, are we gonna be visiting other iconic places of Raccoon City? And it's clear that they're going for, like, the more remake style of the events. And not the originals. Which is fine to me. Why even make a second RPD? I feel like the RPD is better in the remake than it is in the original. The whole Outbreak thing. I heard one. Is that the sounds of them? Anyways. The Outbreak thing. Alright, Alyssa. Alyssa Ashcroft had a daughter named Grace. Oh, shit. And... Sorry, had to lock in for a second.
I can squeeze by.
So, Alyssa Ashcroft had a daughter named Grace, and people are speculating, especially the people at Residents of Evil. If you haven't ever checked them out, you better go do it. They're like the best channel for all that kind of stuff. So, they talked about how Alyssa was infected with the T-Virus, and yes, she was. But she did take the Daybreak antidote. Daybreak antidote was like super rare to get, and like I guess her and a bunch of other people took it. So clearly, whoever that guy is in the trailer saying that Miss Ashcroft, aka Grace, is the chosen one. What does it mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Because does he want the antibodies of the Daybreak for something? Geeking out, tweaking out. Oh fuck, I can't even run straight. So yeah, Outbreak. Absolutely love the idea. If you have watched my videos before, I have constantly yapped about how I want a second game of Outbreak to come out. I mean, there was a second game, but like a newer game. I mean, um, and everything like that. It's awesome. So the voices that we hear, people have suggested that they hear Leon, Jill, Ada, Chris, or Carlos. It's a little tricky to figure out who the hell was talking because they use the same voice actor. Jeff Shire or something like that. Jeff something. He does the voice for Carlos in this game, the remake of Resident Evil 3, and Chris in Village. So it's kind of hard to tell who is talking. But by demeanor, it might be Carlos? If they bring back Carlos, that'd be awesome. But it could be Chris. Literally take everything I say with a not even just a grain of salt, the block of salt. Now, more things about Alyssa. She is confirmed dead. Rest in peace. Confirmed dead. She was murdered 8 years ago. If the game takes place in 2016. Uh-oh. If it takes place in 2016, that would mean he was murdered in 2018. A year after the events of Resident Evil 7. And in Resident Evil 7, you can find a little newspaper thing, I think dated for 2017. So she made a report in 2017 that got into the newspaper talking about like 20 missing bodies or something. Oh shit! Hey! Get the fuck off me! Die! Jesus. So yeah, exciting things. And this opens up so many more possibilities, because for the longest time, and I feel like a lot of people have thought this, that Raccoon City was completely gone. Like, it was just gone. No trace of it possible. You know what I'm saying? But it opens up so many more possibilities. Like, what has survived the thermobaric blast, or whatever they're calling it now, in Raccoon City? And from the cutscenes of the original games, it looked like everything was just absolutely vaporized and there was nothing left. But seeing the crater and the shot in that one was probably the best shot in the whole trailer, to be honest. I love that, and the RPD being derelict. Makes you wonder what the hell is gonna be down there. Like, I know the hive exploded, or the nest, where Leon and Claire go into. So that's all gone. But, like, the RPD? Is there something in the RPD just kind of slithering around? And there was that shot of the really long person. Now, people have suggested that might be a callback to the weird, what do they call it? The Requiesce liquor or something like that? I don't know what they call it. You fight it in Outbreak. It's a very long, slender version of the liquor. And it has like a female body, like a female person's body. I don't know the lore behind that, to be honest, but it was very freaky. But who knows what it could be. Some people are suggesting it could be Lisa Trevor. Now, the whole extent of Lisa Trevor, I don't know if she's dead. Now, it would depend on a couple of things. If Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles is going to be considered canon in any way, shape, or form, then that means Lisa Trevor did explode with the mansion. If it's not canon, she might have fell down in that chasm and was able to survive the blast if she was all the way down there. But I don't know if they consider Umbrella Chronicles canon, because if you don't know, Umbrella Chronicles was the first light gun game that they made that was like an on-rail shooter. That wasn't Resident Evil Survivor. But I think towards the end of it, when Wesker's getting out of the mansion, Lisa comes up as a boss fight in the main hall, and Wesker takes her down. I don't think it kills her, but he escapes, and the whole place explodes. To my knowledge, I don't know if it's canon. It probably is. So I'm just going to say Lisa Trevor's dead. And this might be something new. I had a theory that that could be Alyssa. If this is like a constant threat throughout the game, if this little long slender thing is a constant threat throughout the game, it could be Alyssa. But that also depends. You know, they do confirm that she was murdered at the Redwood Motel. But was it just like, was there signs of a murder, or did they actually like find the body and was like, oh, well, there you have it. You know? There's just so many possibilities. Like, Raccoon City actually being left intact is wild. Because to my mind, before that trailer came out, Raccoon City was just rubble. Not a single thing was left standing. But this opens up quite a bit of possibilities. And that is kind of exciting. Now, there were a lot of rumors that Resident Evil 9 is going to be the last one that is numbered. And the rest are going to be like...
This looks like Nikolai's work.
Yeah, you're right. And the rest are going to be just like named titles, not numbered. And they're probably going to be like almost spin-off-ish. I don't know if that's true or not. The rumors are rumors. What do I really think? I feel like if you're going to go back to the RPD, you should probably bring back some people who are going to have to face their fears or face their traumas from long ago to face it. Like Leon. I don't know if Claire's going to be in there. It would be awesome to see Claire return. I don't know, though. But Leon, Jill, and maybe Carlos. Yeah, 2 shots, really? Alright. But yeah, like, that would be crazy. The possibilities are freaking endless now. Which is crazy to me. And if Leon's there, is Ada going to be there? Because she kind of experienced the Raccoon City incident as well a little bit. Lockpick this. Now, does that mean that was the last thing? Yep. Goodbye, Lockpick. Don't need you anymore. It was nice knowing you. But yeah, but this whole thing about Grace, she was strapped upside down and was cut. Like there was something wrong with her, of course. Now, there is another screenshot of her where you can actually see that she is wearing some gear or something. She has like a backpack and a brown leather jacket. And that would suggest that she is probably going to be playable. I'm assuming she's going to be playable. But to what extent, I have no idea. She could be one of those characters that she'll show up. And who knows if she'll die or not, but yeah. We're going down. Directly down, not at a slanted angle. Umbrella Corporation. I'm not sure how they got all this shit down here with nobody noticing, but, you know, money buys
How is it no one in the
a lot of
hospital
things.
ever noticed all this?
Oh, they probably noticed. They're probably just, you know, slip a 20 and he won't say anything. Also, the running gag where Umbrella likes to put their fucking logo on everything. Anything that says Umbrella is gonna have it, you know? Umbrella there. Umbrella there. There's probably one on this freaking keyboard. Yep, same thing. Everywhere. Yeah, dude. Resident Evil 9. Oof. And the possibility of an Outbreak remake would slap so hard today. Right? I have said multiple times in my life, man, Outbreak would be perfect for a modern audience because you have more online capabilities, you got more everything. That's going to do it for this episode. It's a small one. I just wanted to yap about Resident Evil 9, and maybe I'll sit here for a second and talk about it. So there's a couple things that were shown. First off, Ill. That was shown. That looked fun. Looked pretty fun. I love it when he kicked the baby. Hashtag kick babies. Another thing that was shown, it wasn't shown at the Summer Games Fest, but it was shown at the PC Game Showcase, was the new update that's coming in July to No More Room in Hell 2. That looks pretty cool. It's Broadway set in, you know, New York. That's going to be cool. That's going to be next month. This month for No More Room in Hell 2, I don't know what's going to get added. I'll find that out later. But yeah, Resident Evil 9, Requiem. Requiem for the Dead, Nightmare for the Living. Now, what better way to have a nightmare for someone who has to return to RPD than my boy Leon? Possibly Claire. Ada, Jill. Chris is in it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, kind of makes you wonder, how does Requiem fit in with what happened at the end of Village? Because Chris's team unveils that the BSAA soldiers that were brought in were bioweapons. So really, what goes on with that? I mean, somehow working with the people who have been testing in Raccoon City for the longest time to make soldiers for their whatever means? I have no idea. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.